Coming at you with some easy tips to help you with maintaining motivation to take good care of yourself, tips to manage free time so you don't end up blowing it, and meditation tips for beginners as well as some sleep tips. So I'm going to move quickly and just present this as fast as I can. So motivation is something I get asked a lot, like how do you stay motivated? And for me personally, it's like consider the alternative. Do you want to have lower energy or be in a worse mood? Or do you want to feel worse? Do you want this negative feeling that you may be having because you're not feeling motivated to become exacerbated? So consider the alternative is a easy, quick way to just maintain motivation. Same with an accountability buddy, somebody that will check in with you or maybe do whatever it is you want to do together. And also just following a schedule. If you build it in and it's on your schedule and the block of time is already checked off, then I think you'll be a lot more motivated to just get the work done. You know, I think motivation is not always easy. If it was, we wouldn't be having this kind of conversation. It wouldn't be an issue. But adulting is hard, and not everybody there is, not everybody is able to just have an endless pool of desire to go and do all the work it takes, like exercise or meditating or all the other ways you could employ taking good care of yourself. But it's just like doing the dishes or doing laundry. I mean, you may not feel motivated to do it, but you do it because there are consequences if you don't. So you might not feel like going to the gym and lifting weights, or you might not feel like going for a swim or a bike ride or getting outside. But the consequences, if you don't, are unmanaged stress, which can affect your health and well-being, and higher levels of anxiety, which are simply uncomfortable. Okay, how to manage free time when you finally get a chance to do something that's unstructured. Yay for you. All right, I highly recommend that you also build this into your schedule and just block it off on a day that works well for you and save that time. It's precious time. We don't get enough of it, and I think a lot of times people feel guilty for having free time and feel obligated to maybe continue to be productive or to do something. And in reality, our brains need downtime to rewire, to help us have epiphanies, to help us decompress, and to help us self-regulate. Without unstructured, open, free time, we end up in this state of like chronic busyness. So if you're feeling guilty for having free time, just remind yourself, like, this is like brain food. It's brain energy. It's so needed and so important, and to not just blow it away. The other thing is, what do you do with free time? Instead of, maybe, have you ever gotten to the point where you have free time and then you're like, well, okay, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and you're like, have all these great ideas, but in reality, you may only have a short window of time. So going into your free time with a structured plan can help. Like, I'm just going to focus on reading my book in the hammock, or I'm going to focus on, writing in my journal, or I'm just going to focus on kind of, maybe even working on an art project or tootling around in the garden. So having a plan before your free time is helpful. Okay, and then I get asked this a lot, meditation tips for beginners. And really, let's just look at it from like you're learning how to sit still for a period of time before you go deeper into meditation. So set a timer for a realistic time for you, which may be 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or 10 minutes. But having that short boundary of time will allow you to be successful. What I don't want to have happen is that you say, like a lot of people, oh, I know I need to meditate. I'm going to meditate every day. It's not realistic. And then you sit down, let's say that, that was your plan, and you meditate or sit still for maybe 20 minutes. That's awesome. But then tomorrow comes, and in the back of your mind you want to meditate, but now you're saying to yourself, I don't have that, it takes forever, I don't have that much time, or yesterday I didn't finish my other thing because I spent time doing that. So using a timer is a super efficient way to start a meditation practice. Make yourself comfortable. You don't have to sit on the floor. Please protect your knees, your back, your ankles. Just sit comfortably, but sit up tall with, respectful posture for yourself. So it's not just like this passive, okay, I'm just gonna sit and meditate and hope something good happens, but that you're actually doing the best you can with what you have available to you in that moment. As far as what to do when you're meditating, just keep bringing your thoughts back again and again to one thing. So let's just start by training your brain. Maybe you bring your thought back to your breathing, or maybe you decide to keep bringing your thoughts again and again and again back to the sensation of your hands on your lap. Maybe you choose something to look at softly. They call that gazing. Maybe it's a flower, nature, just a candle, something like that. So again and again, it may happen 100 times in that 5 minutes, but just keep bringing your attention back to that one thing, and that's how you will start to train your brain to focus. Okay, one more beginning meditation tip for you, and that is, a lot of times we get distracted by all of the busyness we can do to make the meditation practice perfect, right? Like, oh, okay, I just want to do the dishes first, or just get that load of laundry going. Or, I should really sweep the floor so it's like more meditative. Or, it'd be really nice, like some incense and music. And so we kind of like spend all this time and energy when in fact you could have just got the sitting practice done. And you want to be able to meditate even in like chaotic moments, or when life is really busy and you don't have all of the beautiful things that you can bring into it. So just do it. Sleep tips. Okay, so this is one that's near and dear to me. So if you've ever had poor nights of sleep or lack of sleep, you know just how precious sleep is, how it's like gold or nectar for our productivity and our mood and our health. So sleep is king. And one way to improve your sleep is, of course, to have a routine that you like, that you'll stick with. Just keep it simple. Pick 3 things that you do every night around the same time to indicate to your mind and your body that it's time to start shutting down. Dimming the lights, for example, when the sun is going down. Also turning off your phone. You know this. Like, give yourself some real honest screen-free time where you're not checking one more thing one more time, and just put the thing down and be done with it for the day. You could also make your sleeping space more peaceful by decluttering it. So just like the bare minimum that you need in this space that you think is, worthy of an investment of your attention, right? Like, if sleep is going to give you all of this, what can you give your sleeping quarters as like an offering, right? So make it nice for you. Also, just stay hydrated throughout the day, and temperature regulation, the right blankets, the weight of the blankets that you like, and that's my beginning sleep tips for you. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions or comments, please keep the conversation going in the comment thread below. I'll see you later.